So one of the favorite colors of 35% of the general public is blue. We wear blue jeans all the time. Blue is a great dependable color. And so what do we do when we want to incorporate blue into our holiday festivities? Blue has been such a popular color this year and all sorts of great containers. You need to check out what's available at Campbell's to see those great containers. I have one of them here. I love this. It's a wonderful piece of pottery, and the pottery that they have there is not only great for arrangements, but it's also wonderful for plants. And because blue is such a popular color, they have plenty of blue for you to choose from, and especially when it comes to Christmas. We can look at Christmas ornaments and things like that. So let's take a look at the wreath that I created. I used the same technique for this wreath that I did for the other wreath that I made in the gold section. Only I decorated half of the wreath this time. And so I started with my ribbon, placed it into place, and then I hot glued everything else into place. My ornaments, my branches, and the different pieces and parts are all glued right into this wreath. So it's an easy way for us to do that. We'll come back and see this wreath in a few minutes, but I wanted to show you that that blue theme works wonderfully. Look at the ribbon that I have and the ornaments. Those are the things that you can choose when you visit either of the Campbell's locations, whether you're going to 40th Street or to 56th Street. Both of them are open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And they're also open on Sundays from noon till 5 p.m. So it's a great opportunity for you to go over. Make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you're doing social distancing, and the people at Campbell's will be there to help direct you to whatever you're looking for. So today, blue works well with ice. And you know the whole frozen concept that we have. We can use navy blues with that or aqua blues with that. And so I wanted to make a couple of icy arrangements that'll go along with our blue theme and can fit in that very well. And then we'll show you one more update to that cool wreath that we have. So we'll start with this little container. I love the fact that this container has some earth tones with it. Not only does it have the blues, but it has beiges and camels. And I wanted to show you an easy way to take some of the things that they have at Campbell's to create a quick arrangement that looks very natural and botanical. I love this. It's a wonderful artificial pick that they have, and I love that it has some juniper berries down here because that picks up that blue cast that we have. Eucalyptus. We can use fresh eucalyptus, we could use preserved eucalyptus, or in this case, we're going to use this wonderful icy silver blue. And I love the way that it looks, and it's going to be wonderful. Now you'll notice the stem's turned up like this a little bit, and I'm just going to turn it down one more time because then what happens is I can quickly drop it down inside a container. Now look at that. Not only is that standing up in the container, but it's providing a structure down inside. That little loop provides a structure for me to place other flower stems into. And so we're going to take our other pick that we have. I'm just going to turn it back like that. I'm going to turn it over here to the one side and drop it into the container. It's another great way for us to utilize a pick like that with this eucalyptus. Now I've got two pieces in there, and I need just a little bit more stability inside there, and so I'm going to use one more stem like this. I'm going to bend it over, and I'm going to fluff it out, and then drop it down inside. Now see, suddenly I've got an arrangement. Three pieces stuck in there very quickly. Now let me show you one more way you could work with these too, okay? I'm going to take those out. We're going to grab our stems. I'm going to straighten them out this time. And now we're going to gather them in our hand. And we'll bind them off using a craft covered wire. I love craft covered wire because it allows me to hold things securely in place. So this time I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to lay my eucalyptus on top of it and shape it. This is one of my favorite ways to make a fast and quick arrangement because it allows me to arrange them in my hand. We're laying this one on top, and we can bend those into a shape. I've got my little pine cones like that. And then I'm going to take my bind wire. And again, this is just craft covered wire. And I'm going to wrap it around the stems. Now I've got long arms. So you see how I can do that around there. But if you have shorter arms, just turn it around and do it at the shorter end. We want to make sure that the binding we're putting across this is nice and wide. So I've bound it in about an inch area. Now I'm going to grab my scissors and cut that off. And then we're going to tie those securely in place so they don't come unraveled. Now I'm going to measure my pot. Okay, I want it to sit in there like that. And so then I'm going to bend this up like that. I'm going to bend this one up like this. And I'm going to bend him down like that. Then I'm just going to take that over and drop them into the container. Look at how quick and easy that is and how fast it goes. It's really a simple way for us to make an arrangement. Now I'm just adjusting things so that everybody looks great inside there. Really fast, right? So now let's do it with our other vase, but let's use a different selection of materials. I love that they have these flocked branches. They've also got icy sticks like this. And we're going to use those along with a branch. This beautiful ice-covered branch. Look at that. So we've got an ice-covered branch, we have two of the twigs, and we have the frosted branch like this. Now, these are actually a pick, so you could actually use them in a big arrangement, but we're going to go ahead and use it in our pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to bend this. So I've got a nice bend that's happening on that. See how that comes up and goes straight down? So then I can drop it down inside this vase and pull those other two pieces to the back. Really, really simple way to do that. So now I've got it, so it's cascading down the front of that container. Then we'll use our stick. I'm going to slip the stick in the back, pull this branch through that handle area so that it can come down here. Now we've got our icy branch inside. Now we've got our two pieces of twig. Now, if you wanted to, you could bend the end like this, or you could cut it off too. That's up to you. You can decide. We're going to drop this down in on this side. The thing I love the most about permanent botanicals is that you can bend and twist them just about any way that you want because they all have those little wires inside. It's just really a fun way to do it. And this one, we're going to leave full length. We're going to stick him in the back. See, it's a little too long. I'm not going to leave him full length. I'm going to give him a little hook on the line. And then I'm going to stick him in here and pull one of those little branches through to the other side. I love all of this frozen inspired stuff. It's so great. And they have amazing ornaments. I love this garland that they sent because you could use this garland in this arrangement. We could bring it up here. We could make a little loop like that and make a second loop and just tuck it into the handle. And bring it around the front and then let it puddle up on the table. And we can even use a Christmas tree topper as an accent. I'm sure they've got amazing trees and things like that that they would have at Campbell's that we could use along with this, or maybe little ornaments, all sorts of fun stuff. That's the reason you need to stop by and check out both stores. It's a really great way for you to see what's available for Christmas so that you can have really fun decorations this year. I've really missed being with you guys. That's the biggest thing, is that I wish we could be there in person, but this year we can't. But I thought this was an innovative way for us to work with the people at Campbell's to bring me right into your living room to help you celebrate the holidays. So now we've got an icy look, or we've got one that's a little more botanical or woodsy. And I promised you we were going to do a little bit of an update here. I'm going to lay a couple pieces of this on here, and then we're going to bring our wreath up and show you one more great thing about the wreaths that they have available at Campbell's. If you're looking for fresh wreaths and Christmas trees, fresh evergreen, garlands, that's all going to be in the week before Thanksgiving. And you can simply go to campbellsnursery.com, and you'll be able to go right to their website, and you're going to be able to see campbellsnursery.com. You'll be able to see all of the things that they're going to have to offer you. In ordering all of those fresh materials, right? They're all going to be in the week before Thanksgiving. You can place your order there, even for your homegrown poinsettias. And they'll have them ready for you for curbside pickup or also for delivery. Okay? Really easy for you to do that. And while you're there, sign up for the free Cultivators Club. It's a free club that they have at Campbell's, and it's going to let you know when they have new offerings, when there's special deals, all sorts of stuff. It's a great way for you to stay connected with the great people at Campbell's. So let's take a look at that wreath one more time. The wreaths at Campbell's also come pre-lit, all right? So that's fun. This pre-lit wreath, it was already lit. I didn't have to mess with it. And I simply added my decorations. Not only do they have wreaths, but they have trees and they have garlands. And if this is the year that you're thinking about going to permanent botanical, it's a wonderful time to do so. Because then you can have your tree up even longer. I know that I'm looking forward to celebrating the entire month of December. So I'm going to put up my tree probably on Thanksgiving Day. And we'll have decorations all year long. I'm sorry that we couldn't be together this year, but I wanted you to be able to see the cool things that Campbell's are doing. And I'm so glad that they set this up virtually so we could do it. We're going to have 5 of these videos, okay? And we're going to air them on November 6, 7, 8, 13, and 15. You'll be able to see them on the Facebook page for Campbell's. Make sure that you're following Campbell's on Facebook and Instagram. And you'll be able to see the videos on my YouTube channel, Jay Schwanke. And if you check out that YouTube channel on those days, 6, 7, 8, 13, and 14, they're going to premiere at noon. So if you sign up for the premiere and subscribe to my channel, we'll be able to chat during those live premieres. I'm going to host those, all 5 videos, so you can ask the questions that you want to ask. I'm sorry we couldn't make it to the seminars. 2020 tried to throw us a curve, but it didn't work. Instead, Campbell's brought me to your living room where we can enjoy this together. Until I see you in person next time, keep having fun with flowers.